Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. So we're doing 15 crazy, stupidly insane, like whatever you want to call it, Pathfinder spots in World's Edge. These are absolutely insane. If you thought you knew all the high ground areas in the locations around World's Edge, I'm going to prove you wrong. But other than that, I'm 99% sure Respawn do watch a few of my hiding spots videos, so be sure to comment below which ones you think need to be patched, because some of them are legit, some of them are a bit shifty. But just let us know. But other than that, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get straight into it. Now, starting us off over at the train yard, you probably thought that these like little carts at the top with the zip wires were the highest general locations, and they can be annoying, but you can also get up to this like sidewall gauge area, and you can't get up on all of them. This is probably one of those ones that they will end up patching, but I would just be wary of anyone hiding up in this spot. It's also one of those little spots which is going to be good for ranked, and you can like hide here a little bit. You just have to be careful you don't like fall down any of those holes. You can like go to either end, but you can't go like anywhere towards the cliff. There's a little like force wall that pushes you back. You can only like walk about a foot back towards the wall. Other than that, we're going to move on to the second spot. This is even higher, but this is kind of a legit spot, but it's only temporary. So above the carts, you can actually grapple up the cables and get on top of like the pulley systems at the top. There's an out of bounds timer, so you do only have 30 seconds, but I'd say this is like a legit spot because it does have that out of bounds timer. It'll just kick you off if you stay up there too long, but it is handy if you need a quick little spot to do a heal up. Now moving over to the geyser, you can actually climb up this massive, I don't even know what these are. These are like stalagmite type, some kind of chemical reaction thing going over at the geyser. I don't know if you know the official lore behind it all, let me know. But yeah, you can literally get up on top of this. It's a perfect little defense, and to be honest, it's impossible for anyone but a Pathfinder and a smart Octane to get up there. As you can see, the zip line doesn't actually go to the top. You can only put it about 10 feet down here, and from there, and where you saw me land with the geyser, you can't actually climb to the top. You can only grapple or a smart jump pad. So yeah, this is only a Pathfinder spot and a smart Octane spot, and even grenades struggle to reach up here. But yeah, again, this is going to be beautiful for a quick heal up, or if you got a ranked spot at the geyser. Now, moving on over to this little thermal station area, you can actually get onto the leg areas of this drill site. Now you can get behind it. The best part about it for me is you can actually get on this big ball part and walk around, which allows you to shoot in multiple directions. And this doesn't work at the epicenter legs. It only works at the thermal station legs of this big yellow tower. And you can do it on all four. You can zip line from each one, so you can like create a massive circle. And I've used this a lot in final circles that end up at thermal station, because this is quite a common area. Now, on with these massive skyscraper buildings. We're at Lava City right now, and you can't grapple the building itself, but you can grapple certain objects. Like here, you can grapple onto these boxes, but there's a force push barrier that pushes you down to this one. But from here, when your next grapple is ready, you can grapple the top one, do a massive slingshot up, and boom, you can get on top of these skyscrapers. I haven't seen anyone doing this except for using the jump towers, the balloons. So this, again, it's going to be a 30-second countdown because of that out of bounds timer, but as you can see right now, I'm in Skyhook. You can do it on these buildings all around the map. Here you can see I'm at Capital City, and it is pretty useful, but again, you do have that 30-second countdown, so you don't have much time. It's one of those kind of, you just need to get away, heal up kind of things. Now, while we're actually in Capital City, there's another skyscraper you can get onto, and that is this one right here. You can actually basically run and jump off of this ice spike from the epicenter and get a grapple on top of the building. Now, why are these on top of the buildings kind of useful? One, I feel like they're great like for brilliant like cinematic type trick shots or ambushes. Maybe you want to throw some grenades down on the team before you attack them. Another little one I thought I would mention in Capital City, and is actually common in all these buildings around the map, is a little drain pipe system here. This is in quite a few areas, so yeah, be careful. Now moving on to another insane one that I genuinely think will get patched. Basically a lot of areas won't let you put the zip line up high, but the highest spot here you can get to, and then after the zip line you can grapple the middle area of this pipe system and you can land up on top. This is really sneaky, really great for an escape, but you can't go any further. There's like push barriers pushing you back on either end. That's why you can only grapple the middle of the piping system. But yeah, other than that, it's just going to be a cheeky healing spot, or perhaps, again, ranked. Ranked is probably going to be best for these spots, but it depends if Respawn fixes them or not. Now, this is almost like a secret route up to the Sniper Mountain / a brilliant little spot. So basically, this is the highest zipline spot I could find on the mountain, and from here you can grapple up on top of this ledge. Now I've had a few circles spawn down there on the field, so again this is great for ranked if you want to just snipe everyone, but you can use this as a secret little route to basically get up behind the enemy that are on top of Sniper's Mountain. This is an out of bounds area when you get to this spot, so you only have about 30 seconds to shoot on the enemy, heal up before they push you, or you have to drop down. Now, at some of the loot vaults, I wanted to note that you can get in a lot of these signs. Some of them, yes, have push barriers off, like most of them do, to be honest. But some of them, you can get into the little behind nook crannies. So if you're ever on your way into the vault, just look up, check behind you, make sure no one's like baiting out the loot vault basically. At this entrance especially, you can get an entire team up here. There's nooks and crannies all around this location. You can get on top, you can literally get to the very top, on top of the whole rock system, and you can like get behind defensive little areas and little sections where people just won't even see you. It's a very sneaky area, possibly needs a bit of patching up. Now, another little mention is I noticed people struggle to get up here. Now, quick little side note, you can basically just grapple, pull back, and you'll be able to reach the top like that. But the best thing I love about these little things I wanted to note is you can use the actual bowl as a skate park like hiding spot, a moving hiding spot. When you're about to run out, if you've done it right, and by the time your grapple's recharged, you should be able to just instantly do it again and get back into another loop. This is basically going to stop people from being able to shoot you when you're on top or going into the bottom, and then if you want to, you can just grapple your way back on top again. There's a lot of little cool things you can do with that bowl. Now, a really random place, but is actually kind of really useful, is on top of the cave entrances. You can get on a lot of these little structured areas, and you can't go all the way back. There's an out of bounds timer, so those you want to go back if you want to heal up quickly. But this is good, like especially as you can get a zip line up there, so you can bring up the whole team. As you can see in the map in the top left corner, we've managed to get a really random circle over here, and then if you need to, you can back up into these little areas when you want to heal up. You do need to like crawl into this one. It's a bit squidged up, but it is still going to help. Now, moving on, when you got a wraith on your tail, what you're going to do? You're going to use the classic radar pipe tower things. I have called these out in every like in Kings Canyon, at the beginning of World's Edge, and just always remember these as a Pathfinder. The amount of times I've had pro players that are chasing me down and I quickly pop up here and they're just running around looking for me, don't have a clue, even though they can hear me straight up healing, and they just have no idea, and I'm able to assassinate them, and they're left wondering what just happened. So yeah, remember those radar towers. Those are OP Pathfinder spots that people always forget about. Now, over at the Epicenter, you can get on top of these ice spikes. Not all of them, but here's how it works. With this white flat system that I'm on now, those are the ones you can usually walk on. When you get onto these bluer areas, you start to get push barriers, you start to slip, and you'll need to grapple off or stay on the flat white areas. But you can use them, and again, I'm not seeing them used enough. We've got this amazing epicenter, but to be fair, the epicenter is a rare location for the end circle to actually go. So like right here, I've managed to get another one, and I'm some of them you can just straight up climb up. I'm not on one of the tallest spikes here, but I've managed to climb up it. The circle's closed and the entire team literally has no idea. I don't know how they didn't spot me. In the end, I actually just jumped down. I think I tried to take him out, but you know that wasn't going to happen. I ended up dying. So yeah, moving on to the next one. We are at the sorting factory for the final section, and just to warn you, this is more than you probably saw in previous videos. So first of all, you can get onto the higher level of the crane, then you can get up onto these box areas, and I swear there used to be push barriers, but now it seems like you can get on all of these sections of all cranes. The bits you see on me getting on now, you can get on every single crane that I have tested so far. You can't get on the very top areas. There's again the push barriers, it just slides you straight off, but these I have used to my advantage very often. A lot of people, like you see the caustic down there, know you can get onto those spots, but most people still don't know you can get up here. You can actually use the jump tower to get onto this one, and these guys just were completely oblivious to where they were getting shot from. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, smash that notification button, and I shall catch you all in the next one. Peace.